And we're in. My name is Brian. Welcome, everybody. We're excited to have you. I've got the lovely and talented Constance is here with us tonight, and we're going to be taking you guys through a little bit of information. You were obviously invited here tonight because somebody thought enough of you that they wanted to share this with you, and that was the experience that I had about 2.5 years ago. I got invited to go up to a lady's house. Her name was Sherry Sharman, and I gotta tell you, that was one of the most incredible experiences. I had been working in a work-from-home business for a number of years, and we had a degree of success there. It wasn't anything too remarkable, but it was enough for us to be excited and stay with it, you know. And so I really wasn't looking for anything. I mean, we were kind of satisfied, kind of comfortable, but man, when I went up there and met Sherry Sharman and I had an opportunity to meet some of the people, you know, one of the first people I talked to when I walked in her house was introduced to a gentleman by the name of Dr. Michael. I was like, wow. So these are the kinds of people that are taking a look at this. So I walked in that room. I was absolutely floored. I was blown away. I came back. I talked to my wife, and I said, honey, she says, how did it go? Constance, you'll get a kick out of this. She says, how did it go? And I said, you know, it was okay. And she looked at me, and she kind of did one of these. She goes, when are we starting? I said, no, honey, no, it's not like that. She goes, yeah, right. And we did. We made the decision to get started. It was so compelling what I saw. It was so unlike anything else I'd ever seen. And I got to tell you, my life has been completely transformed the last 2.5 years. It has been just remarkable. So what we want to do tonight is share with you what I saw 2.5 years ago, what Constance saw, what, about 6 months ago, Constance? Is that right?
It was about 8 months ago, yeah.
It was about 8 months ago. Okay, sure. And to share with you exactly what we saw and the way that we saw it, and I know you're going to be blown away. So I'm gonna step out of the way now and let the better looking of the two of us show you around the product, the offering that DubLi brings to the marketplace. So Constance, it's all yours.
Well, thank you so much. Hi, everybody. My name is Constance. I am a single parent, so for me, when I'm looking at companies and when I'm looking at something that I want to get involved in, it really has to make sense for the general public, and it had to make sense for me specifically. And when I saw this, what I'm about to show you, I think you'll understand why any single parent person can get behind what we've got going on. So I'm just going to go to screen share real quick and show you exactly what we have. So Brian, if you don't mind letting me know that I am sharing. Am I good to go? And
I'm not seeing it yet.
oh, where am I going? Looks like I'm sharing to me. No?
Nope, not seeing it yet. There's a start share button. Did you see that?
Yeah, it says you are screen sharing. Click stop.
Huh.
Oh, maybe I'll try it again. Entire screen share. And here. No?
No? Oh, no, there it is. We got it.
Okay, yay! We're here. I don't know why it didn't work the first time. I did the exact same way. It's all right. You don't have to be smart to do this business. That's what's beautiful. So this is the DubLi Mall. I am so excited to share with you because our product, what we're sharing with people, is cash back into your pocket. And this is your cash back in your pocket. And that's what's so exciting to me, is that we have an opportunity to help people who choose to purchase items online and give them rebates in the form of cash back. And what's beautiful about this one product is that we have multiple ways of using it. So I'm going to show you 3 different ways that you can use it and how it can benefit you and your family and your friends and all the people that you care about. So the first is the DubLi Mall, and through the DubLi Mall you can find stores, you can find categories in many ways. The first, of course, is to go here and search by the individual store. So you can see the types of store that we have, you can see the types of cash back that you can anticipate from each store, and if you have a particular item that you're looking for, let's say for instance you're looking for an Apple product, and we know Apple doesn't give discounts, right? We've all experienced that. You can look up Apple and get to the Apple store directly and look at this. You can get up to 7% cash back at a place that doesn't offer discounts. It's pretty phenomenal to do. And as you can see here, on the right-hand side, you can also search by different categories. So if you're looking for something specific and you want to do some comparison shopping, great. Click on the category and search as you will. One of the great things about this is you can also book your travel online for anybody that you know, or if you happen to be scheduling your vacation for the summer, or maybe during the holidays you want to go see your family, you need to be getting cash back on your travel. My favorite one has got to be the hotels.com. It's not listed here. Hotels.com is 14% cash back. That's absolutely beautiful. You cannot go wrong when you're getting cash back on things like travel. Now me, again, as a single parent, I don't do a whole lot of traveling. I stay at home. But through my purchases, and when I talk about my purchases, you guys, there are things like paper towels, diapers, dog food. I have been able to save $226 on just regular household items. And that means I actually go to the Target.com website, I buy my items, I use my Target Red Card, which gives me an additional 5%. I pick it up in store that same day. So not only have I saved money, but I've also saved time. And for a busy single mom, that is a very big deal. Plus, for those of you who shop at Target, you know that impulse shopping, I'm saved that myself that as well. So that's really exciting. But that's not the most exciting thing about how we use this product. Certainly, it's great to go to the mall. They give you plenty of options. But how many of us have been involved in these types of cash rebate programs and we forget to go through the mall? That's the biggest problem, right? It's just like some of us who try to clip coupons but forget the coupons at home. With DubLi, you don't have to worry about that. Simply go into Google and look up what you want to find. For instance, here I've looked up shoes, and as you can see, the DubLi toolbar, which is located here, located on my browser, very easy to download, it's one-step install, has hijacked my Google. And so you can see now I can comparison shop on the amount of cash back that I'm going to get. For instance, here at shoes.com, 14.4% cash back. But then here I can go to this store and it's 15.7% cash back. What is so beautiful is if you understand Google and you see this little yellow thing that says ads, these companies have paid a lot of money to be seen by you. And guess what? We get to benefit off of their advertising, and that's so great. Now I know that when I want to buy shoes, all I have to do is go to Google and I'm not going to miss a deal. But let's say you have a particular company that you like to shop with. You know, even as a single mom, I like to spoil myself from time to time, so I will come to Sephora and sometimes buy some makeup, buy some perfume, get some things that I want. And as you can see, just shopping directly onto the site, DubLi is alerting me here that I can activate cash back and get 9% cash back on the things that I want to buy. So that's been really helpful to know that I don't have to always remember to use my coupons or have to go through that mall every single time. So I bet you're thinking this is going to be a fortune to join, but I have amazing news for you because you can actually join for free. That's right. You can become a customer today and start saving money. Estimated savings are about $427 a year. That's not too shabby when you didn't pay any money. But if you really want to start ramping up your cash back, you want to upgrade yourself to at least the premium or VIP. When you upgrade to premium for $4.95 a month, you're going to get an extra 4% in cash back. Plus, you'll have access to the DubLi prepaid debit card, which is absolutely adorable with our little icon, the Dubot. You'll love it. The VIP is absolutely the best deal, and as you saw from my personal cash back of $220, the $99 for the year has already paid itself twice. What I love about this $99 for the year is if you break it down, it's only about $8.25 a month. That's a Frappuccino that I gave up for a month, and I got to save money for the entire month. I will happily do that so that I can save money on every pack of diapers and every dog food bag and every thing of trash bag that I need to buy. And the average estimated savings here are $787.06. That is a lot of savings over the course of a year. So ask yourself, do you have large purchases coming up? Do you want to book travel? Do you have small purchases that you want to start accruing with? This is an absolute no-brainer product for you. the most beautiful thing about the VIP is the customer referral program. Now, I'm not going to go into a whole lot of detail because I know Brian has an amazing presentation that's going to absolutely blow you away about the customer referral program. But let me tell you this, your customers will be able to refer other customers, or you can, as a customer, receive $20 as a thank you just for introducing people to DubLi. And we love customers here. Matter of fact, we have more customers than people who actually work in the company. And that's such a refreshing thing for someone like me who's been involved in this industry for a long time. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen here, and hopefully I'm going to come back. I'm back. I did it. Thankfully. So again, you guys, this has been an amazing product to use. It's very simple. You don't have to do a whole lot of extra steps. It's just click and go. So I'm very excited for you, and I think the most exciting part is what Brian is going to share with us. Brian, you know, you are an absolute professional when it comes to this compensation plan and when it comes to this business. So I'm so excited to hear everything that you have to share with everyone.
Well, I appreciate that so much, Constance. You did an amazing job. You know, you actually couched that perfectly. I mean, I can imagine a better way to have seen it, because I mean, you showed us everything that was there, and that was really what got my attention. I've been in the industry on and off for 20 years. I've been serious about it for the last 12. And when I sat in Sherry's living room and heard what you just explained, I was blown away, because you know, most companies, most opportunities, they have something they're trying to sell you or convince you on or get you to switch brands or products or the way you buy things. DubLi is just saying, hey, keep doing what you're doing. We'll just help you get some of your own money back. And I'm just floored. You know, it's funny that you brought up Apple, because I was just looking at my new MacBook Pro that I got through the DubLi Mall, and I got over $200 cash back on this thing, which is pretty awesome. And that's just one example. I got to put tires on my car this year. You don't even want to know what that's going to cost me. But the point is that you get cash back from just about anything you can imagine. And now, we're really in a unique place right now, because there is a business opportunity behind this. And most people don't know that. And Constance touched on it. She said we have a lot more customers than we have builders or people that are working on the business side. And that's true. As a matter of fact, our CEO told us back in September that the average internationally for DubLi was over 400 DubLi.com users or subscribers for every person like Constance or myself that's building this as a business. So think about that first. That's a 400-to-1 ratio. Now, in the typical work-from-home industry, the ratio is about 2.5-to-1. We're 400-to-1. So imagine what that means for you if you decide that the business opportunity is for you. Now, look, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go to a screen share now, and I'm going to take you to the rest of our overview so I can take you through really quickly now. This is the business side, and this is what a lot of people don't get access to when they're first taking a look at this. When you come to work with DubLi, you're going to have everything provided that you need to run your full international online e-commerce business. You're going to get your personalized back office. You're going to get all of your marketing materials. There's 3 ways to generate income inside of DubLi, and I'm going to take you through each of those very quickly. The first is called Member Acquisition Program, and basically that's just attracting customers. So the first thing you'll want to do is sign yourself up as a VIP customer after you've gotten your business license, become your own first VIP customer, and then begin referring other customers. What happens when you do that now is you're going to get that $20 bonus for referring another VIP customer that Constance just talked about. But you're also going to receive 25% now as your commission on the business side of their subscription. So on a $99 subscription, that's about $25. So that means for each VIP customer that you refer, you get $45 up front. And you'll be earning 25% on their shopping and travel going forward. Now that's 25% of something called commissionable revenue, which is a percentage worked out between the merchant, you know, Sears or Lowe's or Home Depot or whomever it is, and DubLi, okay? And for every store it's different. They're all different contractual agreements, but you earn 25% of that commissionable revenue on every purchase, on every online transaction from your customers. What's really amazing is that when your customers tell other customers, those, like, you know, if somebody you sign up as a customer refers someone else, that someone else now counts as your customer as well. So your customers will create a viral growth of DubLi within the marketplace, and we know that that works because of that 400-to-1 ratio. There's also the partner program. This is extraordinarily powerful, and I wish I had more time to anchor down on this, but I'll just tell you this, that what the partner program allows us to do is to offer DubLi.com to corporations and nonprofits as a way for them to monetize their existing contact or customer base in a way that they never have before. These companies or nonprofits can take the DubLi.com portal, take the DubLi logo off, put their logo on, and market it as their own. Just imagine the Girl Scout shopping network, right? Girl Scouts knocking on your door saying, hey, listen, if you've had enough Thin Mints this season already, how about we help you get some cash back on everything you buy online for the next year, right? You know, Girl Scouts of America, American Cancer Society, American Red Cross, the list is endless. Any corporation, nonprofit organization can take advantage of the partner program. And when you bring partners to the table, the partners will earn 30% now on the subscriptions and the commissionable revenue. You will get a 10% commission override. So just imagine how many customers the Girl Scouts of America could bring to the table and getting a 10% commission override on that. So the possibilities truly are limitless with the partner program. And lastly is network development, which is what I'm really anchored down on, because I understand the power of bringing this opportunity to people all around the world. You know, we do business in every country that exists in the world. So you can take your business into China or India or Australia. You know, India right now is one of the hottest markets for DubLi. This is catching like wildfire. The folks out there are extremely excited about what DubLi brings to the table, and frankly, they're breaking some records. They're setting the pace right now. And so we're excited about what's happening in India. China's a wide open market. They have a few people in China, right? And a couple, right? And I bet they're looking for an opportunity. So you can build all over the world. You know, I made a phone call into Virginia Beach, Virginia, to one of my good friends I've known for about 7 or 8 years. I showed him what you're seeing here tonight. He got excited about that. He spoke to a friend of his who owns a windows and siding company. That gentleman saw an opportunity to boost his income. And between the two of them, they've created an organization of over 500 people in that marketplace, and they brought in some really incredible partners like the Virginia Rush Soccer League, the Virginia Beach Independent School District, and these are partners now that I wouldn't be benefiting from had I not been interested in network development. So I really encourage people to take part in all 3 facets of the DubLi network opportunity. Now, our compensation plan is really simple. We get paid on DubLi.com, or the commissions on our personal customers, and we get paid on the customers and for building a sales organization. So we get paid from just our own personal customers, and then we get paid for building a team. Now you're going to earn 25%, as I mentioned before, on your own personal customers, whether you have 1 or 1,000, right? Whether you're brand new or you've been in the business for 10 years. So it's a level playing field. Now you're going to earn between 5 and 27.5% on the customers that are brought in by the organization that you build. So whether that's individuals and the folks that they introduce, or whether it's partner programs, whatever the case might be, graphically you can see here you're earning 25% on your own customers. So as your customers are shopping and traveling, 25% is coming to you. And then as your organization, these being individuals or partner programs, as they are bringing in customers, they're earning 25% on their customer base. But you're getting between 5 and 27.5% filtered up to you from those same customers. And how that works is, in terms of deciding whether it's 5 or 27.5, is by advancing through the company. And I'm not going to go into too much detail on this. Get back with whoever invited you. They'll take you through it. But just know that you can give yourself a raise anytime you like, all the way from 5 up to 27.5%, by building in teams of 3 and growing your organization. And this will allow you to earn more and more and more on the organization that you build. There's even a fast start bonus structure in place now that will allow you to make great money up front while you're building and growing that organization, because we know that it's going to take some time for, you know, hundreds and thousands and even tens or hundreds of thousands of customers to amass over time. But while you're beginning the building of that organization, you can create some really fantastic income. Now, I'm going to talk about that at the very end of this call for those that are interested, that want to stay around. For about 5 minutes, I'm going to explain to you exactly how you can create a really substantial upfront income with DubLi, and I'll go over that in about 5 minutes right here at the end. So all that's left to do is really decide where you'd like to get started. There's a team member package, which is around $600, and that allows you to start at the team member position. It's a 5% commission override. You get some 4,000 bonus points in the Fast Start bonus structure there. But overwhelmingly, the business people that I talk to and the successful folks that have been successful in the home-based business industry will almost inevitably start with a PPA package. And the reason is because it's simply the best value. For $2,475 US, you're going to get your business license fee waived. You're going to get your $1,000 partner program certification fee waived, and you're going to receive $2,500 in VIP memberships, paid for VIP memberships. That's 25 of them. Now, those VIP memberships are worth $99 a piece, so you can sell them, market them, use them as promotional items. You can do whatever you want to with them. They're paid for. But you're getting the full value of your investment in VIP memberships. In addition, when those memberships are activated, it creates over $600 in commissions. So you're actually coming out ahead, and you're starting at Team Leader, which is a $10,000, or excuse me, a 10% commission override as opposed to 5%. So I'm not a mathematician, but 10% is bigger than 5, right? I'll take that. And you get a 20,000 bonus point, or 20,000 bonus points in the Fast Start bonus structure, which by the time you begin to max out the compensation plan in your first 30 days, that's worth about $2,000 in bonuses to you. So the PPA package truly is the best value, but whether you start at team member or whether you start at PPA, you're still going to earn 25% on your own customers and between 5 and 27.5% on your organization. One of the most exciting facets about our business is not just the compensation plan. It's not just what Constance spoke about, but it's also the timing that's associated with where we are right now. I was excited 2.5 years ago, but I'm even more excited today, and I'm actually really humbled and excited tonight because we have with us the Chief Network Officer for DubLi, this global international e-commerce Goliath. The Chief Network Officer is here, and he's with us tonight. He's going to talk to us a little bit about the timing. Mr. Jerry Yerke, the floor is yours, sir.
Wow, what an exciting night, and so good to be online. Brian, thank you so much. Both you and Constance did an amazing job. For all the people that are listening, for the guests that are on with us today, it's an honor and a privilege to be here. As we wrap up, at least I just wanted to share just a couple of topics and a couple of key words. Number one, gratitude. I want to thank all the guests that are online right now. Picture yourself as Brian told the story of how he was introduced at the living room of Sherry Sharman and heard this information for the first time. A lot has happened since then. And I can tell you this, for somebody that's been in the industry, direct sales, network marketing, been a part of the industry for 20+ years, I quite frankly, Brian and Constance and all the guests that are online today, I've never seen anything like it. So gratitude, number one. Thank you so much to Michael Hansen, our CEO, the visionary. I've had the extreme pleasure of being a part of some visionaries, people like Tom Monahan, founder of Domino's Pizza, spent 18 years as one of the largest Domino's Pizza owners with him. And it's great to surround yourself with people that can see the future. They see the vision. They're sold out to the vision, and quite frankly, they'll do whatever it takes. Sure, they get knocked down, they take a punch, they're laying on the canvas, but they know how to get back up. They know how to be a champion in doing exactly that. So we want to thank the guests that are listening. Another word that I'd like to share, timing. In my personal opinion, timing is everything. Timing is important for a relationship. Timing is critical for business. And just when I think of the last approximately 115 days since I've been blessed to be a part of this leadership, the executive team. I've traveled over 110,000 air miles in that short period of time. And getting ready for a world tour that's going to take me to the East Coast. Then I'm off to India. I heard Constance and both Brian mention the country India. I'll be in Kolkata. I'll also be in Bangalore for the very first time. Just got back from New Delhi about 4 weeks ago. And Brian's exactly right. Here's a third world country, over 1 billion people, and yet it's leading the way, not only in DubLi, but in e-commerce and mobile commerce. So again, timing. For every person that is on this webinar, you could not be in a better place hearing about DubLi than you are right now. You see, Constance, who's been with us for about 6 to 8 months, she's seen some up and downs. She's seen some things happen. She's seen and had the ability to see how DubLi has evolved. Well, what about Brian McIntosh, who's been with us for almost 3 years? Exactly correct. But for you that are listening to the information, timing is the best that it could ever be. Just a week ago on Saturday, less than a week ago, we announced, Michael Hansen and myself brought out a few things, a few nuggets that you're going to be able to participate and actually build the momentum with us, maximize the compensation plan, and that's what Brian's going to share with you. But on May 2nd, I'm going to do a private call along with our CEO and founder, Michael Hansen, to the extreme leadership, the highest levels, vice presidents and above, and really share, Brian, what's about ready to take place. So again, timing is everything. Now, Brian, you're real. That's what I love about you. You're real. Constance is real. She shared how, probably 3 or 4 times, she's a single mom. That's real. She's busy. She's got kids. But you know what? She's dedicated and committed to DubLi. And my hat's off to all of those people, all of our incredible leaders. But I'll give you an example. Yesterday I had one of those days that maybe I was a little bit on edge, a little bit frustrated, and had somebody at the checkout counter kind of just tick me off just a little bit. But I'll tell you what, immediately, have you ever had this happen? Immediately a text came across. And it was a dear friend, somebody that I mentored at the age of 23, who had never been a part of direct sales and network marketing, and within 3 years became one of the top income producers, not only in our company, but in the industry. And he knows I like the story of Apple. And he sent me a text with the picture of a gentleman by the name of Ron Wayne. And it's real simple, folks. It really does tell you about timing. Now, keep in mind, Brian, I believe myself, I believe Michael Hansen knows more about DubLi and where we're positioned right now than Steve Wozniak and Steve Jobs did in 1976 with Apple. I truly believe that because of e-commerce, because of shopping, because of this world of online, because of how 90% of the cell phones in Japan are waterproof. They're waterproof because people don't want to waste 10 minutes while they're taking their showers without being on their phones. It's as simple as that. Well, in 1976, a gentleman in Indiana, he resides in Indiana, and I'm a Midwest guy, born and raised in Michigan. And here's Ron Wayne in 1976, got cold feet, would've, could've, should've, and he sold his 10% stake in Apple for $2,380. Well, when that text came across my phone yesterday, I already knew what the figure was. But had he kept his 10%, he'd be worth $70 billion today. What if the information that Brian and Constant just shared with you, what if it's accurate? What if it's 10% accurate? What if it's 1% accurate? Well, I truly believe you're listening to the information that has been life-changing for me, life-changing for others, and the timing couldn't be better. My suggestion is real simple. Don't be Ron Wayne. Don't let it pass you by. Whatever level, single mom, school teacher, pastor, teacher, entrepreneur, franchise owner, and everything in between. Take advantage of this information. Get with the person that invited you. I look forward, Brian and Constance, to being able to meet these wonderful people that are going to be joining us all around the world as I start another USA tour and as we lead up to the biggest event of all time, which will be in Dubai in September. So thank you for allowing me to be a small part of this webinar. As the corporate team, I just want to let you know all of our members, they're valued to DubLi. You're extremely valued. Teams win championships. It is all about the team, the team, the team. Brian, back to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jerry. Thanks for taking the time to be on with us tonight. Man, how awesome. I told Constance before we got started, I said we have a very special guest, and she, who is it? Who is it? I said, I'm not going to tell you. I think she guessed anyway, but we're so honored to have you with us tonight. What a special treat. I mean, this is the Chief Network Officer for all of DubLi globally with the exception of Europe. That's a large space. That's a couple of people, right? And so we're very, very honored, Jerry. Thank you. And, you know, I just want to wrap up with this, guys. Look, the hardest part about getting started with DubLi is just making the decision. You know, I'm still active duty in the military. I'm still full-time. So if you have a full-time job, welcome to the club, right? I'm right there with you. I do this part-time. I'm still active duty military. I'm wrapping up my last 2 years. But for 16 of those years, I flew jets in the United States Navy, and I was a Hornet guy. So I flew F-18s off the carrier. And I got to tell you, flying off the end of an aircraft carrier at night in the dark is one of the most frightening things you'll ever do, second only to trying to land on the same aircraft carrier at night in the dark. But you know, when you're getting up, getting ready to go flying, you've got all the butterflies, you've got all the worry, the trepidation. Are the instruments right? Are your settings right? Are your stabilators set where they need to be? Is everything where it needs to be? Is my weight and balance correct? Is my roll trim set correctly? You know, everything's going through your head, checklists and numbers and oil pressures and all this worry and concern. But once you get up to the catapult now, and you give that signal to the guy that presses the button that sends you flying, and you give him the signal with your flashlight that says, I'm ready to go, the most amazing thing happens. All of the worry, the fear, the trepidation, everything just kind of leaves you because the decision is made. See, once you give the signal and the guy reaches down and hits the button, you're going flying. Whether you like it or not, you know, I don't even know how many hundreds of thousands of pounds of steam thrust it is in a catapult anymore. I've forgotten, but it slings you off the end, and you get to 160 miles an hour in less than 2 seconds, and that's going to happen to you now, whether you like it or not. So once you've made the decision, the only thing left is to fall back on your training and do what you've been trained to do and fly that airplane. So the real hard part about going flying at night is just getting to the point where you say, okay, let's do it. Once you do this, it's just go time. It's time to just make it happen. And so that's why making the decision now is the hardest part. Once you make the decision, then it's just time to run and fall back in your training. And speaking of training now, we have an unbelievable training event that's coming up here very soon. I'm going to let Constance talk about this for a second because this is going to be awesome. It's going to be in my hometown, in my backyard, San Diego, which I'm pretty excited about. But Constance, tell us what's going on. And while you're talking, I'll throw the flyer up on the screen so folks can see it.
Oh, perfect. You know, I love San Diego. I actually live in the Panhandle of Florida, so this is a cross-country trip for me. I am so excited. I love, love, love coming to San Diego. We're going to have such an amazing time. This is absolutely a family-oriented event. It is family-friendly, but what's really important is that we are going to learn about this business. We're going to learn all of the nuts and bolts on how to grow an amazing DubLi business, from customer acquisitions to growing teams, everything that you need to know. Plus, you will have the chance to meet the leaders in this organization. You're going to have the chance to meet the leaders in DubLi, the amazing people like Jerry Yerke, who just blew my mind. Honestly, I sat here with goosebumps, and if I sat here with goosebumps with Jerry, I just can't imagine what's going to happen when there's more of them in the room. I don't know that I'll be able to control myself, but we're going to have so much fun. We're also going to do things like cookouts and we're going to have some fitness challenges. So there's a whole weekend plan to make sure that your family and you have the most amazing, amazing time. We're really excited to meet everyone, and I know that Brian and I are probably going to go on a little jet ski race at some point. I can't wait to say that I beat an F-18 pilot.
It can happen. It's been known to happen.
Well, I'm a water baby. You're an air child, so.
There you go, right on. So yeah, San Diego, man. How awesome is that going to be? And you know, Michael Hansen, the CEO of the company, is going to be there. And from what I understand, he's going to be doing some recognition for those that are promoting the team coordinator and sales director and beyond. He's going to be doing some personal recognition up on stage for those folks. So that's going to be pretty amazing too. And so, Constance, thanks again so much for sharing. I want to thank everybody for being here tonight. I really had a good time. Had a lot of fun. Mr. Jerry Yerke being here was a very, very special thing. So, again, like Mr. Yerke said, get back in touch with who invited you. Let them know you're ready to start either a team member or at the PPA position, and just pull the trigger and let's go. What I'm going to do now, and that's the end of our showcase. So, but if you've liked what you've heard so far tonight, I'm going to take another 3 to 5 minutes here, and I'm going to share with you how to make money quickly inside of DubLi. So if you're looking at this thinking to yourself, I want to get started, I'm not sure how it's going to work for me or what I'm going to need to do to make this happen, I'm going to show you right now in 3 to 5 minutes how you can make it happen for you quickly, get off to a rocket fire start, get money in your pocket right away, and create a really wicked momentum in your business. So I'm going to go back to the screen share, and let me just do this first. Let me just take you right here. One of the first things that you're going to want to do when you get started is to take advantage of presentations like this. So you have trust with the people that you know, but the folks that you know and the people that you have, your contacts, your associates, your close friends, and people like that, they know you're not an international e-commerce expert, at least not yet, right? Maybe soon, okay? But not yet. However, Jerry Yerke is, right? Constance is. The folks that are doing these types of presentations are experts in this space. So you can bring the trust that you have with your contacts to the respect that is earned by experts in the field, and let people get the information the way that you've seen it. And that is going to allow them to understand it and to comprehend it the way that you have tonight, and to be as excited about it as you've been here tonight. Also, we have an unbelievable training platform that you can take advantage of. If you'd like to check it out, you can go to spptraining.info. Everything is there, step by step under the training page, to show you exactly what you need to do as you're building and growing this business. But what I want to talk about right now is how to put money in your pocket right away. Because believe me, I understand, as a man with a family, I've got a wife, I've got children, I've got a home here, I got a home in Virginia that we're renting that is a huge source of stress for me, quite frankly. In other words, I've got a full-time occupation, I've got a full-time job. I have a lot of the same worries, concerns, frustrations, and frankly, money concerns that you do. And so when I was looking at getting started with DubLi, one of the very first things that I was thinking about was, how was I going to earn money as quickly as possible? And that's why I feel compelled to answer that question for you tonight. Now, I want to state right up front that this is not a guarantee. This is simply a hypothetical. If you do exactly what I'm going to show you here, these are the numbers. They will come out this way. But it's going to be up to you and your efforts to do what it takes to make happen what you see on the screen here, okay? Does that make sense? If you do what you'll see here, these, in fact, are the numbers. But what you get out of DubLi will be dependent upon your efforts. So I want to make that crystal clear. Well, let me just show you what happens. Now, without going into a tremendous amount of detail, I'm going to do a wave top here and just show you, if you'll be coachable to the system and if you'll follow the direction of the folks that are introducing this to you, you can achieve this. So when you get started now, you'll want to start at the PPA position, because that's what will make this formula here work. So you'll start at the PPA, $24.75, okay? Now once you start, remember I told you there were fast start bonuses in place that would allow you to make money up front right away. And here's how it works. You're going to be building inside of our fast start bonus structure in 2 teams. You have a left team and a right team, or a community team and a personal team, okay? You don't need to worry about all those definitions just yet. Just understand that the first person that you bring in, okay, if you're bringing in another PPA, they'll immediately go, in this example, in your right team or in your community team, okay? That's where you receive the $20,000 in bonus volume when you purchased your PPA. Remember I told you about the bonus volume? That's going to become important here in a moment. So now when you introduce this first PPA, you're going to earn something called a first level bonus of 10%. That's $247.50 right up front. You're also going to add $24.75 in volume to that team of business. Okay, so now you have $20,000 plus $24.75. Okay. Then you bring in another PPA. So you're at number 2 now. So you find one more person who can take a look at this information, get excited about it, want to become a part of what we're doing. When your second PPA comes on board, this one's going to go on your personal team. That's going to earn you another first level bonus of $247.50. It's also going to begin compiling volume on your personal team, in this case $24.75. Now you'll find one more person who's excited about DubLi and get excited about seeing what you've seen here tonight, one more PPA, and when you bring this PPA on board, okay, you're going to earn another first level bonus of $247.50, and you'll add another $24.75 in volume to your personal team. So far, you've earned about $750, and you've amassed volume on both sides of your organization. However, because of the bonus promotion that's in place right now, when you get 3 PPAs started within a 30-day window or less, you can repeat this bonus, by the way, as many times as you like. So whether you've got 3 started in 2 days or 20 days, as long as it's less than 30 days, you'll receive a $1,500 bonus on top of the first level bonuses that you already received. So if you combine the $1,500 with the first level bonuses you've already received, that's $2,242 you've earned. Plus, because you have volume on the left and volume on the right, because of the fast start bonus cycling that DubLi allows you to do, you will have earned 12 cycles or $480. So now you can add that $480. Plus, your PPA came with 25 VIPs. If all 25 of them activate, that would be $618.75. So if you give away or you sell or you use them as promotions, those 25 VIPs, and the individuals that have been given them activate them and use them, that will release $618.75 for a total of $3,341.25 in your first 30 days in business. So if you can envision finding 3 people that could look at this information and be as excited about it as you are, then you stand to potentially earn $3,341.25 inside of your first 30 days with DubLi. And I don't know about you guys, but that is exciting. If that bonus had been on the table for me when I was first getting started, I would have been even more excited than I was, and I was pretty excited in the beginning. So you've got an unbelievable opportunity before you. Again, I want to thank everybody for joining us here tonight. I want to thank you, Constance, for being with me and taking the time. Again, if you like what you see, get back in touch with who invited you. Let them know you're ready to go. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you, Constance. Thank you, Jerry. Have a great night.